Which cameo in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will leave fans who aren't comics readers scratching their heads? And which one will make Sam Raimi fans scream with delight? Keep watching for our ranking from worst to best. As you might suspect, it's all spoilers from here. In the mid-credits scene of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange is greeted on the street by a woman in purple with long blonde hair, insisting he go with her to fix a new multiversal incursion. This character, played by Charlize Theron, gets no real introduction, which is sure to confuse a lot of viewers not familiar with the Doctor Strange comics. The credits confirm that Theron's character is Clea, who hails from the Dark Dimension and is niece of Dormammu. Given the character's romantic history with Doctor Strange, there's certainly plenty of potential for Clea to be a great character in future movies, and the idea of Theron joining the MCU might be enough of a tease for viewers who don't read comics. But that doesn't make the cameo itself any more coherent. Rintrah is a green minotaur and one of the sorcerers at Camartage. While he may be more of a minor supporting character than a cameo, exactly, his presence is odd enough to elicit the same sort of "who is that?" response. Since Rintrah receives no proper introduction, some viewers might wonder if they forgot him from the first Doctor Strange movie, but neither he nor any member of his alien species have appeared in the MCU before now. He's just there because Marvel had the extra effects budget for a CGI Minotaur, it seems. In a way, it's kind of impressive that Marvel Studios has made audiences so accustomed to comic book weirdness that a giant green Minotaur alien can show up without even being remarked upon. The robots at the Illuminati headquarters don't look exactly like the Ultron MCU fans are familiar with, but one of them can be heard making commands in the name of Ultron when Scarlet Witch first makes her attack. The credits confirm these robots are indeed meant to be alternate universe versions of Ultron, played by the character's What If voice actor, Ross Marquand.
There are worlds beyond my own, worlds that need me.
The alternate Ultron's presence does present some interesting world building for this alternate universe. Clearly, they didn't try to kill all humans like the one in Age of Ultron, so one has to wonder how they came to be. Were they created by Tony Stark like on Earth 616? Perhaps they were a project of Reed Richards and the Baxter Foundation. Or maybe they're a Hank Pym creation like in the original comics. On Earth 616, Maria Rambeau was Carol Danvers' best friend on Earth. WandaVision revealed she died of cancer during the blip, so it's nice to see her again as the Captain Marvel of the Illuminati universe. Like all the members of the Illuminati, she's killed by Scarlet Witch fairly easily, and her death is perhaps the most frustrating of the bunch. Director Sam Raimi's willingness to risk fan anger by killing off characters is one of the strong points of Multiverse of Madness, but the way Rambeau's death is handled is pretty weak. Captain Marvel is supposed to be one of the strongest superheroes around, yet this version of her is simply dispatched by a falling statue. Surely there could have been a more intense and scary death scene that didn't minimize her power. What If built up Captain Carter, a Peggy Carter variant who took the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers, to be a key character. Given the appearances of her shield in trailers, it's not particularly surprising, but still really cool to see Hayley Atwell get a chance to play Captain Carter in live action in Multiverse of Madness. Like the other Illuminati members, Captain Carter's screen time is fairly brief, but it's structured effectively, with a fun action scene paralleling Rogers' famous
"I can do this all day"
moment. She's killed in the most brutal and ironic way possible by her own shield. The short-lived Inhumans TV show was a pretty infamous flop, so seeing Anson Mount's Black Bolt show up as part of the Illuminati comes as a surprise. Bolt's emergence from a rare MCU misstep might be why Strange seems to target him with his sardonic humor. His death also makes him seem not too bright. Black Bolt's words can kill. In a flashback to the Illuminati dispatching their universe's Doctor Strange, it's his "I'm sorry" that finishes him off. This power is turned against him by Scarlet Witch, who cleverly removes his mouth just as he is about to speak. The sound gets locked inside his skull, which explodes from the inside. Casting John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic in Multiverse of Madness is either the ultimate fan service or the ultimate troll. There's no official word of who will play Reed Richards in the forthcoming Fantastic Four MCU entry, but casting Krasinski here matches up with some of the most popular fan casts. This version of Mr. Fantastic doesn't last long. He's the second Illuminati member killed by Scarlet Witch when she essentially shreds his body into string cheese. If Krasinski indeed returns as the Reed of Earth 616, this could be an unorthodox introduction to one of the next great MCU heroes. Like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, audiences will have watched him die well before his story is over. Rather than reprising the incarnation of the character he played in the Fox X-Men films, Patrick Stewart seems to be playing the version of Professor X from the 90s X-Men animated series, given the design of his chair and the music that plays during his introduction.
Open your mind.
Stewart as Xavier is a perfect bit of fan service, which will appeal to multiple generations of Marvel fans. The character's psychic powers make him seemingly the ideal match to face the mental manipulations of the Scarlet Witch. If any of the Illuminati could win the battle against her, it would have been him, which makes his death all the more intense and upsetting. For all the Marvel fan service scattered throughout Multiverse of Madness, the best thing about the movie is just how strongly director Sam Raimi's sensibility shines throughout. There's wild cinematography, wacky funhouse horror, and, of course, a cameo from Bruce Campbell. Campbell made his big break as Ash Williams, the hero of Raimi's Evil Dead series, and the actor continues to play ridiculous parts in the director's other films. His part in Multiverse of Madness is a parallel universe pizza ball salesman named Pizza Papa, whom Doctor Strange afflicts with a curse that forces him to beat himself up, in a clear Evil Dead reference. The film's post-credit scene catches up with Pizza Papa as the curse finally wears off, a funny bit that's also strangely satisfying. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about the MCU are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.